What is up? It's your boy, the Knologist. We're back with another episode of Code Study Session, OSRS AFK. So, we gotta get back to the basics. Finishing this freaking SQLC thing. SQL program generates Go code from SQL queries. Okay, cool. How far did we get here? We got near the end, pretty much, where it's like, oh wait, it doesn't save my check marks. I had GitHub os.getEnv. I got that done. This part's the SQL open error. I'm not sure where that really fails. It would just be log fatal error. If error PostgreSDB log fatal error. Fatal error. Oh no, we want to do error checking for the load. Okay. And then API config queries. Does that stay the same? Oh, we have to add queries to it. Okay. API config queries. Go ENV. Fuck, my back is hurting like hell. I have a completely herniated disc, and it's like mashed like that. So it's like there are days that's just excruciating pain. But I've gotten used to it over some time. I just have to fucking squirm around. Fuck. There are days I couldn't walk, honestly. But even so, I grind, as David Goggins would say. Whatever I could do to the best of my ability, I try to do. I'm not perfect, but I know that if I stay consistent long enough, I'll be able to break through, you know? Or that's what I tell myself. DB queries. Database. Okay, so I would go just queries, I guess. Queries. And then I would go API config queries. API config queries. Where is this? we just add this to here. So it's not. And Go auto formats this. So 1, ensure the module exports is there, your module internal database. This has Joho go.env, which is go dot, so environment variables, dot environment variables. It's usually .env, but for Go it's go.env, go.env. API config, and then I want to load the queries on here as well. So I want to go to the actual function that's being hosted and load the queries. Load it. Load it. Load the queries. Curious queries. 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 Quit. So pretty much this API config queries, so we add that to here. Then we put that there. But what's the goal of this? The goal is SQL open Postgres. Okay, it's just to connect to the database. DB queries equals use your SQLC to make a new DB queries. Okay, so I'm gonna go DB queries equals new database v, and then this links it to the above DB queries. Okay, let's run it. Zero, zero, we're getting exit code 0, so that means we're ready to submit it. So I think this doesn't necessarily do anything to the endpoints, it just allows you access to the database via the connection you created. It's a very weird way of doing things, but I believe this is it. Yeah, it is. So in this case also, so what was the goal of this? So let's change the tunes on here. Arabian. Arabian 2. Motherfuck, my back hurts. Okay. Oh my god, I'm fucking back. I can't even reach to get the charger right now. It's like hurting like crazy. Watch. I'm gonna show you my face as I fuck. Actually, I can't even move. I can't even move. Fuck, where's my charger cable? Okay, it's right there. I have to take this, put it as a support, and gently lean. Then get it. Okay. Charger, phone. Fucking hell, that's painful. It's like a lumbar disc issue. It shoots up the spine in pain. Ugh. Ugh. So what is the goal of this? Just exactly. The goals were to install and configure SQLC, write a parameterized SQL query, create user, and let the SQLC generate type-safe Go code. Load the DB URL from DB, import the driver. From here, your handle users API config queries. Let's go to the next lesson. Okay, nice. Database review. Okay, let's go database. Database review. It's very standard to use database software to store web server data on disk. sometimes that database runs on the same host machine as your server, like we're doing now on your local, but common to have separate database servers so that your server connects over the network. Front end and back end. Server database. Well, that's good because there's an intermediate interface between the server and database. That way, like, let's say connection's broken down, you could have another server do it and then pipe data to your database. That way you could scale up your system. Front end clients. Okay, that's why we use a local. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense, actually. That's why we got endpoints, popular databases. You don't need to know about all these, but you might need to be curious. The most popular ones, Postgre. I use Postgre the most. MySQL or MySQL, people use that. That's fantastic. They're pretty much the same thing. And then MongoDB. I like Mongo. It's a very, very flexible DB. Firebase, I really struggle to use it. Maybe it's a skill issue. I just find that they keep changing up their setup with documentation and all that shit. It's really hard to keep track of all the changes. That's why a more static database like Postgre, I prefer Postgres because, yeah, it's just tried, tested, and true. It doesn't change a lot, and you know what to expect with it. SQLite's going to be nice too. Feel free to browse DB Engine if you want to dive deeper into world database technologies. What's this? Ooh. Well, yeah, I guess. What's the top? MySQL, Postgre. Makes sense. Snowflake is coming up. Mongo. See, notice how Firebase isn't even on this list? It's fucking trash. Well, from my experience, it's just been so bad to use. Why do we care about whether data is stored in memory or on the disk? On the disk is lost when the server is restarted. No. Data in the memory persists. Isn't data on the... Okay. Disk could be accessed... Data on the disk persists. And then create user. Is this the last lesson? No, it's not. There's a bunch more. Okay, we'll do that in the next video. So let's do create user in the next video. So stay tuned. Peace.